Hi, and welcome back to the Mandakyns Channel. So today, we are going to be making different effect pastes. And to start with, I am going to use a container, and you can buy these from either the dollar store or from Walmart. And I also am using foil confetti packs. These come from Walmart. And I'll be using glitter from the dollar store, as well as some Martha Stewart fine glitter. So, and also different acrylic paints to give it a slight hue, gloss gel medium. All right, let's get started. So, first thing that I am going to do, I'm actually going to prepare two of them at the same time. Doesn't really matter which is which because they're virtually the same. And I'm going to open up my packets. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze out some gloss medium gel, or sorry, gloss gel medium, and gonna go ahead and do that for both of them. You can tap it and it will lay down a little flatter. You want to leave some room in your container. Okay, so next I am going to add a small amount of gold to one. And a small amount of silver to the other. Okay. Then I am going to add a substantial amount of glitter to each. And I haven't opened this one yet, so pardon me. I opened that one. Okay. And then what I'll do is grab a couple popsicle sticks or lolly sticks, whatever you call it in the country that you're in. And I'm going to go ahead and start gently mixing the gold one. And this gloss gel medium will dry clear, leaving behind only the items that I add to it. So in this case here, you would have something similar to a stickle. The distress stickles from Tim Holtz, which I'm rather fond of. And if you wanted a little tackier, or sorry, not tackier, a little bit more texture, you could always use a heavier gel paste or gel medium to create your texture paste is what I'm trying to say. So please forgive me as I stumble over my words. And so I want to make sure that I'm scraping the sides to ensure everything is combined really well. Then I am going to add in a substantial amount of these flakes. Oops, and I did spill some. So if you can pick those up, you can put them back in. Anyway, not really too concerned. Probably going to lose a little bit more. The other thing that I do sometimes is pick it up using my stick here. When I have happy accidents, as Bob Ross would call it. Okay, so, and all you're going to do is play with the amounts of glitter and the foil flakes, foil confetti that you add. Okay. Maybe mixing in smaller amounts would be easier or better so that you have less spillage. Yes. So weird. Okay. I think I want to go even heavier. Oops. It just wants to slide right out of there. So you can see there's a substantial amount of these flakes in there, and you can just keep mixing and mixing and mixing. And it's almost like what glitter is made out of, except it's really chunky. So I think that's what makes it an excellent texture paste. And in this case, it's kind of gold colored. I don't want to add too much acrylic to it because I still want it to have that iridescent color, or maybe lack of color would be a better way to phrase that. Okay, so okay. I'm getting closer to the consistency that I like. I'll add just a small bit more here and set that to the side. Same with the glitter. I like glitter when it comes to something like this. There we go. And this is our gold texture paste. See, and there's still some room down in there. I should probably press it down because I can see the gaps. All right. So there we have our gold texture paste. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put a quick swipe on here, and you'll be able to tell how it's gonna dry. And so now I'm going to place the lid on it after I use a baby wipe to clean off the edges of my container. So I feel pretty comfortable with that. And I guess you could also add gold foil if you wanted to. But I don't like to get any on my lids. Now for the silver. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix in the little bit of silver acrylic. And this is hematite, is the name of the fine mica from Martha Stewart. And it's a pretty interesting color. Just thought it might go nicely. So right now I'm just trying to scrape down the sides and make sure that I'm combining all of the gel medium with the glitter. Some of the gel medium stuck on the side. Now if I was making this in another container and I was transferring it over, I would not have that issue. However, I really saw no reason to be wasteful. So, hence why we are doing it this way. So now I'm going to start adding the foil confetti flakes. And I like to go big, apparently. Let's see if I can put that in a different place where if I'm spilling, it's not going to be as bad. And maybe I should smush it in there as compared to, this is going to be interesting as well. And I would say that these are comparable, perhaps, to Finnabar. Not exactly sure how to pronounce that. Their line of effects pastes. You'll see why I say that here in a moment. They specifically have one that's called unicorn paste that I thought was pretty cool, and so I have tried to replicate that. Basically I use iridescent foil confetti and iridescent glitter, and yeah. I also use some color shift mica. I guess they call it an aurora mica. For that purpose, to add a little additional color. So it's nice to get it all kind of tacked down to something so that it doesn't fly out as these dry. You'll be able to see more of the color come out. So you could also add mica to these if you wanted. So I'm kind of encasing it in the gel medium and turning it, almost trying to knead it a little bit like dough, except I'm not touching it with my hands. So like folding it, maybe, would be the baking term. Maybe it's helpful to make a little bit of a well, and that way it's easier to get all of your sticky paste or your foil confettis involved in the sticky paste without making a huge mess like I did initially. I've only got a few of the foil confettis that I missed from the silver by comparison. So that would be my recommendation. Yay! We love tips and tricks and ways that we can save money. So I am going to make a swipe of likewise the silver. Okay. And I'm going to use my trusty baby wipe and clean it. Then I'm going to cap it. I'm going to use my wipe to clean my area here. And it's as hard to clean up as glitter is, honestly. Okay, so. All right. Brief interlude while I clean, apparently. Now, the unicorn paste that I made, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is it, made in the exact same way with iridescent flakes. And I'm going to go ahead and put a swipe. Oops. Maybe I should have used the other end of this. I like to reuse things. I don't see any reason to be wasteful. And this is my iridescent one. So again, I don't really want to be wasteful. I'm going to put back what I'm not planning on using and discard that again. I also wanted to show you really quick that if you use a silicone baking mat to apply the texture paste, and this is the unicorn paste, texture paste that I had made, you could place it on the non-stick surface and allow it to dry, and then you'll have a skin, or what I call a skin, and you can apply this to any other mixed media project you happen to be working on. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this will help you to save a little bit of money. You can make your own texture pastes at home using minimal supplies you may already have, or that you can purchase quickly and easily to make your own texture paste and save some cash. Thank you so much, and happy arting.